Coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He's coming off a great week.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. Smith going to look to throw right away. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them. And that's why they get after them early. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Third and long, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He'll take it at the 42. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. 11 yards there and a line 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up the 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field when they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. One thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Smith. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in and have runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take. Down to about the 2-yard line. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what they're...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Brock Wright, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And Walker once more. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance.
And got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 74 yards. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week. Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Gino. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 29. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Play action. It's Smith. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on third down, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Smith. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Guys, let's get this thing moving.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing now is Geno. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Shooting in there and dropping him for the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. St. Brown motioning left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Montgomery with a good game there, and he broke 800 yards for the Bears' NFL best ground game last season. Divisional rival Detroit took notice and brought him in to boost their growing offense.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
A first down created by Laporta. An easy draft pick by the Lions because he fit exactly what they want. A tight end who excels at finding gaps in coverage and throwing hard blocks at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Goff on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help. And I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score. And sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Smith. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But this organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Geno down to throw. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So call there to go for it, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a first down throw, Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Goff.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown!
Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So well,
look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Goff now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd down and 6 now.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
He finds Smith and Jigma.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts.
Let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're getting a lot misses.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Myers' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So here come the Lions now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we talk about defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On second down, here's Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Smith. And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Geno. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's still on his feet.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot. Forcing incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Play action. It's Smith. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Smith.
This is Fant on the short completion.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated deep.
Back now at Ford Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
Now Montgomery running right. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistent. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Goff.
That is caught by Laporta.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Now Gino on 1st down.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll give it up to the big man Walker.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Smith. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations...
And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle!
Ken Walker.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
So out now come the Lions.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Goff on 1st down.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Play action. It's gone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now it's Lockett. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to Walker on 1st down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They run again with Walker.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Smith. Outright to Smith and Jigba. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Straight ahead, Walker. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 7. A minute 17 remains. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. St. Brown on the catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Goff now to throw.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Goff. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. Now it's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. The late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Here's Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Smith's going to throw it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's called the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Smith to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the movement of the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Goff now looking to throw. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. They'll change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. It actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is gone. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well done. their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
First throw here in overtime for Smith. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hey, on turbo, on turbo.
Smith on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here on 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
To the air again, Smith. And this pass broken out coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now here's Michael Dixon on for a very important punt here in overtime. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Great move by Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able